What's up, guys and gals? It's time for another review for Strike It Rich, Chapter 67. Likely the last one we're getting here in 2025. So, yeah, has it been a good run so far for you for 2025? You know, as far as Strike It Rich goes, you know, I think it's been pretty solid, pretty. Has it been perfect? No. Has there been some slow chapters? Yes, but there's been some crazy good art, some good fights, choreography. Just there's been a lot of good stuff, and some recent plot developments have definitely kept myself entertained. I hope it's kept the rest of you entertained. Now, chapter 67 here opens up with the healing. Now, we can assume that at least a few weeks have passed. I'm going to go off on that one because and is there saying that Natsumi is almost ready to go. Within another week, she'll be ready to go and stuff like that. So I'm assuming it's been at least a week, if not longer. Like, it's been a couple weeks. Apparently, Natsumi's got a thing for Anne. And is all like, well, you know, like I do play that side of the game. You know, there's the left field and the right field, and I'm all open field. You know, so apparently she's playing both sides of that. And as I say, both sides of the fence. I mean, you don't discriminate. If you just tear down that fence, it's just a wide open field at that point, right? Then we get Riko doing exactly what I expect. She's there just pumping iron while grilling steak and eating it straight off the grill at the same time. I think I might be a little bit in love there. Just a wee bit. This shattered, heartbroken heart of mine. Definitely, I think I felt a twinge. I felt a spark, just right here. Just I saw that when I saw her pumping iron while eating rare meat straight off the grill, just sizzling, just searing it on both sides and saying that's a goddamn cooked steak, you know. So Natsumi doesn't get it, but I do, and I appreciate Riko for it. I'm loving it. I'm loving every bit of it, and she's just chomping down whole steaks at a time, going, I'm bulking up right now. Like, I gotta beat up that bitch. That 6-star, if I want to beat that bitch, I gotta get fucking stronger, you know? And so she just, you know, going through this whole thing, and it's insane, right? It's absolutely insane. Now, we jump over to Kurushi, which I'm like, all right. We're going to put one of the dudes who definitely outclass all the fighters in Star. Let's be real. Kurushi would beat every fighter we have seen so far in this series. We know this. And having him as this, like, mentor coach sort of idea of our main cast, I really like this because he's just there. He's just sparring against this crazy giant punching bag, by the way. The thing is, like, the size of, like, 3 human beings. But anyways, he's doing that, and he's like, yeah, you want me to train you? Well, I don't have experience in training women and stuff. This gym is mainly for men's type of training, you know? And that, once again, that's not being sexist. He's just like, look, women's bodies are different. Your bone structure is different. And once again, he's the bone expert, right? So he's like, the nerves, everything is different in a female body to a male body. I'm not as versed in female training, so I mean, I can give it a shot, but I'm just telling you, like, it's not my forte, right? And so Nozomi basically says, please, like, I don't have anybody else to turn to, and you are, like, the best. So, like, you know, could you please just give it a go? And he's like, well, all right, and you two ladies are fine with it? And it's like, Hina and Ri are just like, absolutely, you know, like, we're good to go. So Kurushi gonna give Hina a run for her money? I would love to see that. I was hoping in this chapter when I saw that. I want to see, like, just that whole, alright, show me what you got, and Hina trying to go all out, and Kurushi being like, alright, I see your strength, I see your power, you know what I mean? And for Hina to be like, what the hell? You know, you stop that. I wanted to see that sort of the difference so that there was a level of respect there, but it seems like she's already been able to tell. Kurushi immediately fixed up Ri's sort of broken arm, or not broken, but like disjointed sort of idea. The flexibility and stuff like that. The joints in the shoulder and elbow were apparently really stiff. So he's like, all right, well, I'm going to fix this up, and then I'll do the same thing for the rest of you. He does it for Hina and everything like that. And he's like, Nozomi, you want to get on this? And she's like, nah, I'm all set, Teach. We good to go. And then saying, all right, by the way, I want you to get in contact with some people for me. So I do like the fact that Ri and Hina and Nozomi are all going to Kurushi. Like, you want these guys to level up, right? Like, obviously, as was stated in the last chapter, it's like nobody's on the level of the top 3 stars. Might be able to pull out a win against some of the other stars. But realistically, we aren't at that level. We need some heavy level training. Kurushi, once again, stronger than all the stars as far as I'm concerned. I don't think any of them can beat him. So, yeah, go to him. He will be able to make you stronger. And it doesn't feel like an ass pull, because if you're already versed with the Kengan verse, it's like, okay, training under Kurushi for a few weeks to a few months, that is 100% going to level everybody up. That's exponential growth right then and there. I accept it, and I like it. Because it means we don't have to spend chapters upon chapters or a whole training arc for them to get better. We can literally say, in a few chapters and then a small time skip, Kurushi was training them day and night. Alright, I'll accept their boost. You know what I mean? Works out for me. Now, we do see at the Konshin style karate dojo, when we jump over from that, after Nozomi says, hey, I need you to contact a few people. And I'm like, are we going to get some more Kengan characters in here? That'd be really interesting. I don't know who she was telling Kurushi to contact. We'll have to wait and see, because that is not revealed in this chapter. But as I said, we jump over after that scene to the Konshin style karate dojo, where it's just completely, it's quite insane. Yukihira here is trying to get stronger. She's trying to, she's like, I don't care. I need to get better. I need to be the very best there is, like no one ever was. She's got that Ash Ketchum vibe to her, and it's a little more sadistic, a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? Anyway, it's creepy. But it's still got that vibe of, I've got to be the best and I'll overcome all the pain and stuff. So all these members of this dojo are like, we are going to destroy, her body and stuff. And she's like, well, I might actually die. So they state there in the narrative card that everybody's training. We jump over to the woman's prison, where the 8th star, the overseer star, Sasaki Chirioru Sasaki. Anyways, she is here just seeming somewhat bored, just reading about her body augmentation book. Body augmentation, I see. And then she just walks out of the cell casually and is just like, well, what's going on right now? And the guards are like, oh, sorry to disturb you, ma'am, but there seems to be somebody at the gate. And a vehicle showed up on a bike, and it's like, vroom, vroom, it's a gang bike, and of course, it's Riku. Now, she is there with Ichika, so thankfully she's not doing this all on her own. But she's like, open the fuck up! So the younger of the Psycho Sisters, who got her ass beat, who wasn't even fighting one of the stars, who was one of the weaker ones, Ichika is there with her, basically being like, alright, you wanted to come here, and boom, she's going to show up. So does she want to be a member of the prison? What I think is happening, because the chapter ends with the 8-star Sasaki basically saying, oh, those girls are from Valkyria, aren't they? Well, they came back for some payback. We should let them in. Seeing a deathmatch live in person will be way better, more exciting. Let's give them a warm welcome. And that's the end of the chapter. I think that she's here not to necessarily just be here for revenge or to be like, hey, I want to fight people and then peace. I think she's like, this prison seemingly is making people stronger. I'm curious if her whole goal is, nah, this will be my training ground. Ichika is here to escort me to the prison, and I'm going to be locked up with these girls for the next month. And then I'm going to come out of it even stronger. This is, once again, exponential growth rather than linear growth. And she's like, throw me to the wolves. Throw me in the lion pit. And if I die, I die. But if I make it out, I'm going to be unleashed. I think that's her goal. I think that she is wanting to go into the prison not to fight a one random rematch. She's there to stay. She's there to learn. She's there to throw me to the wolves, coach, and let me come out even better. So I like the chapter. I think it was solid. Good setup. A lot of things going on with multiple plot lines, multiple characters. But I'm here for it. What do you guys think? I think it's pretty solid. So far, chapter 67 to end off the year. Getting some hype build up. Pretty solid as far as I'm concerned. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as always. And we'll see all you back here next year in 2026 for some more Strike It Rich. Looking forward to it. Hope you guys all are as well. We'll see you back here next time. Have a good one. Sayonara. Merry Christmas.